I am so excited to have you on, beautiful. How are you
I
today?
am amazing. How are you? I'm so excited to be here.
I am phenomenal. So just tell us, how much weight have you lost thus far living this ketogenic lifestyle?
I am down 96 pounds.
Wow.
Yes.
96 pounds. I had no idea. I knew it was a lot, but I didn't think you would pass me by.
Yeah.
You are the keto queen. You are the keto queen. Yes, 96 pounds. That's phenomenal. Girl, hurry up and get that extra four so we can put you down as 100
I
pounds
know.
down.
I'm working on it. I'm working.
Oh, that is so awesome. Congratulations on all of your success thus far. So go ahead and just tell our viewers a little bit about you and what made you decide to start eating keto.
Okay. Well, I am 37. I am a mother of two, and I became a mother when I was 18 years old. Um, so life happened very quickly for me. I had to become an adult very quickly, and I had a lot of stress and pressure, and just supporting the kids on my own um, caused a lot of stress. So, therefore, I turned to food as my crutch, and I didn't always eat the best food. So, after I had my son, I was about 135 pounds, and then I went back. In 3 months, I gained 75 pounds, you guys. In 3 months. Um,
That was after you had your
that was
son?
after I had my son, and I was just because I was just so stressed and emotionally eating all the time. So I gained 75 pounds, and from there it was like a downward spiral. I couldn't quit eating every time I was mad or sad or angry, and life just kept happening. And I tried everything to get it off, but I just couldn't find something that I could stick with, and that would satisfy me, and then I would stay full on. So nothing really worked. I tried everything out there under the sun, as most of us have. And
Yes.
yeah, so in 2016, we connected. I found our platform, and I lost probably about 30, 40 pounds. And then
Yeah.
the BulaFit program came out, and I jumped on board. And at that point, I didn't really have the finances to do it. So I hustled. I got the product, and I started my ketogenic lifestyle. And um, within like 9, 10 months, I think I went from a 24W down to a 14. And at
Wow.
this point, I'm in a
Yes.
6'8". 6'8", guys.
A 6'8". Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I've never been in the 6'8". I mean, I don't think I'll ever be 6'8". I don't know. I don't think my body can even get that small. That is incredible.
Yeah.
And yes, you did hustle. I remember when you first came on as a part of the team. I remember how you did hustle. And I just want to just say congrats to you. Kudos to you, because so many people will put their health on hold. They will put their life on hold because they will say things like they don't have the finances, they don't have the money. And you are a cook, you are that chef, and you went out there and you made the income happen in just a few short days, just by, what were you doing, selling dinners and
Yeah,
things
I
like
was
that, and
selling
you made
dinners,
that money happen quick.
pot pies. I was selling everything, pulling weeds, like doing everything.
Yes, I remember those days. I remember those days. And your first 30 to 40 pound weight loss, how did that make you feel?
Um, that made me that made me feel amazing, because the fact that it gave me some momentum. Because as we both know, when you're almost 300 pounds, it's real hard to get out there and want to move, because you just can't move like most people can. It's not real fluid. It's not real easy. You get winded really quick just going upstairs. So the first 30 to 40
Hmm.
pounds was kind of like my incentive that I could do this, and I could keep going.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I do know exactly what you mean when you say people just don't move like you think you can. or like you used to, because that was me. I wasn't even able to do simple things like walk my dogs, and just walking upstairs to my bedroom was a struggle. I was 14 steps, and I would always stop on like step 7 and sit down. Sometimes my knees would just pop out of socket, and so many times I found myself sitting down on stair 7 and like literally scooting up backwards up the stairs just because it was so hard. And it's like getting that weight off of your knees is amazing. They say for every 1 pound you lose is 4 pounds of pressure off your knees. And I can say absolutely that is accurate. And now that I'm down 90 pounds, what's 90 times 4? You know what I mean? That's how much pressure I took off my knees. So I know you've experienced the same with losing 96 pounds.
Right. And now when I carry groceries in the house, I'm like, how did I have this 96 pounds on me before? Because I can't even carry these groceries in.
Exactly. And like when we think about how much weight that is, like my niece is like 37 pounds and my nephew, he's close to like 50. So it's like I literally lost 2 children. You've literally lost like 2 children,
Yes.
a second grader and a pre-K. Like how amazing is that, like when you think about it and you're just thinking about that weight loss. And speaking of children, I know that you introduced your daughter to the keto diet. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. So my daughter is a lot like me with her metabolism, and our metabolism is just slower. It doesn't work right. So I had made the decision. Most of us know that kids are having feelings and emotions a lot earlier now than they were back when we were young. So she was having feelings of being fat and nobody liking her and nobody wanting to be her friend because she was bigger. And I had personally lost all this weight, and she's seeing this, and it just really got her discouraged. So with a ketogenic lifestyle, it's really easy to incorporate with your family too, without them even knowing, honestly, because
Yeah.
it's meat, it's cheese, it's sour cream, it's full fat, everything, avocados, nuts. So I just started cooking like that for her and packing her lunches like that, taking away the bread, the rice, the pasta, substituting spaghetti squash instead of noodles. And it wasn't big changes, but like in her first week, she lost 7 pounds.
Wow.
So it's
And
really easy.
that's huge for a child. Yeah, like that's huge. And I'm sure that helped to really boost her confidence and get her going in the right direction.
Yes, yes, it did. And she's happy and she's loving it. And she doesn't feel like she's hungry or depriving herself because she loves all that stuff anyways. Now, she's not a big fan of vegetables, so I do let her have a few carbs here and there because she's not getting them from vegetables. But anybody can do the ketogenic lifestyle, honestly.
Yeah, I feel the same way. So a lot of times when people ask me, is it safe for a child to eat keto? And I'm like, well, why wouldn't it be? Because the ketogenic way of eating, that's our natural born state to use our own body's fat as our fuel source. But when we add in so many carbohydrates, our body is going to use those carbs first, which is why we
Mm-hmm.
start to store fat so we're not burning it. So I feel like if more children were on the ketogenic diet, then we would have a lot less obesity within our children. Especially nowadays with all of the technology and like the
Mm-hmm.
PlayStation, the Xbox, the TV, the phones, all of the kids, they're turning to technology. It's not like when you and I, we're both 37, so it's not like when you and I were children and we were outside playing, waiting for, the lights to come on outside before we got to come home, and we were always outside running and burning off that energy. So now it's much different. Children are not getting as much exercise and activity as they used to be. So with the keto diet, it's easier for children to not store all of that fat, even if they're not getting the exercise, simply because that's our body's natural way to stay in shape is to burn its own fat. But with getting all the carbs, it's just nearly impossible to get to the fat storage. So I commend you for deciding that it was something that you could do with your daughter, especially after she saw you losing weight. And I have been there as that child who was not very popular growing up. I was in a situation where I did stand out as the only African American in an all Caucasian school. So I know how hard it is to be different when you're a child and to have trouble making friends and to always stand out no matter what. And at the time, I didn't want to stand out. Now I'm glad I do. So I'm grateful for even that experience. But yes, I know it makes a difference in the grades. It makes a difference in the
Mm-hmm.
self-esteem. It makes a difference in the home life. So I think it's awesome that you decided to take that step and help your daughter um, feel better in the skin that she's in.
Definitely, definitely. And anybody can cook like it. It's not hard. It is not a hard process. A lot of people think that they have to go online and get these crazy recipes, and you don't have to. You pick your protein and you go from there. You cook it in olive oil, and then you have some cauliflower or broccoli and put some cheese on it, or some shrimp with some butter, and then add in some vegetables. It's not a hard lifestyle. People put so much thought in it when you really don't have to.
My thoughts exactly. So oftentimes, I know with you doing keto, like I'm doing keto, you probably get a lot of questions, which is the same questions that I get. What do I eat? As if like we're going to a different continent or something. It's like you eat what you would normally eat, just don't put the potatoes on your plate. It's really that simple. If you're going out to eat, skip that bread basket. If you're going out to eat, don't get the pasta. Like you said, you want to pick your protein, and I don't even eat meat. If I ate meat, I probably would be down a lot more because I'd have more of a variety and more of an option. But right now, I'm a pescatarian doing keto, so I will eat a lot of seafood. And again, instead of me getting the mashed potatoes with my meal, I now get broccoli with butter and cheese. I never loved broccoli as much as I do now. And it's so simple. You can put butter and cheese on any vegetable and you're keto. You know what I mean? So it's just
Yeah.
like just don't get the potatoes. Don't get the french fries. Don't get the baked potato. It's really that simple. And I think people, like you said, overcomplicate things, and they think they have to think of so much, and they think that they're running out of things to eat. And it's like, really, just don't get the potato, don't get the rice,
Yeah.
don't get the pasta, skip the bread.
And
It's really that simple.
And a little secret, I work in an Irish pub as a server. So if I can do it around the scotch eggs and the hand cut french fries and the bread, anybody can do it, guys. Anybody.
Absolutely. Now, do you do any type of meal prep? Like, do you prepare meals in advance for like the week, or what is like your number one cooking tip for keto?
You do have to get a little prepared. Because if you're not prepared, then you're not going to follow any kind of guidelines. So, like I say, I start with my protein. I'm like, okay, on Monday we're gonna have chicken. On Tuesday we're gonna have brats. On Wednesday we're gonna have steak. On Thursday, and the nice thing about going keto is you're not as hungry, so you don't need as much food, but you can get higher grade food. So you can afford the because I know finances are a lot for everybody, especially when it comes to food and gasoline right now. You can afford the grain-fed chicken and the no pesticide foods, the organic selections, because you're not buying as much. You need 3 ounces of protein now versus your 1 pound of chicken you ate before, and you're totally satisfied. So I pick my proteins for the week, kind of pick what my week's going to be like. My daughter's 11. We just started back to school. One day I made chicken bacon ranch in the crock pot. You can throw it in the crock pot. It's
Ooh.
done for you when you come home. And then just throw a vegetable together. It can be so simple. People just need to prepare a little bit, know what they're going to have throughout the week, get the ingredients beforehand. And cooking keto is 15 minutes sometimes it's the avocado with some egg and bacon on top. It's just that easy, guys. It's that easy.
It is that easy. And I found that it's easier to prepare my meals now that I'm keto. For me, I feel like the biggest paradigm shift that I had to make was adding butter to my food, because society makes us believe that it's the
Mm-hmm.
fat that's making us fat. So we've been blaming the fat for what the bread did this entire time.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, the biggest paradigm shift was, okay, I have to start cooking with fat. I have to start cooking with butter and getting in that healthy fat. So even when I lost the first 25 pounds in that first month, I still was not adding as much fat as I should have been. So one of the things that we do on keto for people that have a sweet tooth are fat bombs.
Mm-hmm.
So I know you have to go. I know you have someplace you have to be really soon, but could you just quickly speak on fat bombs and how easy those are to make, how tasty they are, and what's your favorite particular fat bomb recipe?
Fat. Okay. Fat bombs, I love fat bombs because people do have the sweet tooth. And my favorite fat bomb is strawberry cheesecake. I don't know about you. But in the keto world, you can have berries. That's pretty much the limited of fruit you can have. So it's cream cheese, real strawberries that I puree, and some stevia, and I mix it all together, and I put them in little. You can even get ice cube trays. Stick it all in there, let them freeze, and anytime you need a treat, or the kids are watching a movie and having popcorn, you can pop a fat bomb, and it's amazing.
Yes, fat bombs I think really have saved my keto life. Like it's only me in my household doing keto, so when I make a batch, it's like lasts me like a month or two. But every time I walk by, I just have that sweet treat because when I was not living keto, I would always eat cereal at night. That was my sweet thing, and cereal is so terrible in so many different ways. So now that I'm not having that sweet fix, I thought Frosted Flakes, they gave me life, Frosted Flakes and Fruity Pebbles. So now that I'm not doing cereal every night, it's usually a fat bomb or a keto cookie or a keto brownie or something. So we really just wanted everybody to know that you can still eat, you can eat well, you're fully satiated, you're not hungry, you can still have your sweet treats, and you're eating full fat. How great is this diet? So we have a great program called our BulaFit system where we can help you get started living this ketogenic way of eating and make sure that you have the resources necessary to get you started. So if you are interested in learning more about the program that we follow, please get back to the person who invited you on to this live stream and we will help to get you started. I want to say thank you, Tara, so much for being my first guest on
Yay!
today's Keto 101, Keto Confidence. We want everybody to feel like keto is something that they can do. So thank you so much for being on, and you enjoy the rest of your evening. And to all of our guests, we have someone coming up at 6 o'clock, and she is going to talk about PCOS and how keto has helped her eliminate that particular health issue. So thank you so much,
Thank
Tara.
you. Have a great evening, and I can't wait to talk to all you guys. If you have any questions, post them in the comments, and we will get back with you.
All right. Yes. Post your questions. Post your questions. Everybody let Tara know how much she's inspired you today and wait for our next speaker coming up at 6 o'clock. All right. Everybody have a great
All
day.
right. Bye.
Bye.